Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Good set. 19. Let's go.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
From the 36, Watson. His throw incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First down.
What is that? 19. You must be true. 24.
On first down, Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
This is it. 19.
Out of the gun, Watson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The quick throw complete to Washington. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? You ready? 21. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Breeze going to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This quick pass complete to Sutton.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Opposite. Check.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And Robinson with a big catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be caught.
Let's go, let's go. This is it. 18. Right. Keep talking about you.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Protein spill.
From the 39, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. Screenplay, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
95, 56. 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From midfield, here's Breeze. It's complete to Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Breeze now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
53.
Breeze to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. Watch the run.
To throw is Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Watson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
57.
Throwing again is Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A gain of 15.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Watson to throw again. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Waller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 36, Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance to.
Now Breeze. Robinson's got it. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Number 53, Mike 53. You don't know no better. Run him.
Breeze now on first down. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Watson. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Set, 19. Nice, sweetheart. I can run. Hey, check. Oh, try. 57. I'm coming after you.
Watson on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Breeze going to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Now it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So here we go on 4th down to Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? Throwing now is Breeze. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Off of play action, it's Watson. Able to find Walter. That's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Watson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Watson now to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Switch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch, twist. Watch. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
21.
They'll run it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
95-56.
Yo.
To Johnson again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win in terms of staying at